UFC Kansas City, Ian Machado, Gary versus Carlos Prates. This is the recap show, and what a great night of fights. I ended up going 12-2 on this card, had a couple great picks, and had two alright picks. But overall, it was a great card. I liked how it turned out. I'm going to be breaking down each and every fight, talking about what happened, and starting with the first fight of the night, we had Chelsea Chandler versus Jocelyn Edwards. And what a beautiful performance by Jocelyn Edwards. I did not think she was going to be able to get Chandler out like that. I thought Jocelyn Edwards was going to win the fight, but I saw her winning the decision. I didn't see her coming out beating up Chandler like that. She put the pace on her. She just beat her up, knocks her out in the first round. Absolutely beautiful performance by Jocelyn Edwards. And then next fight of the night, we had Timmy Kawamba versus Robert Romero. And I had Robert Romero in this fight. This was one of the ones I got wrong. I thought Robert Romero was going to be able to put the pressure on Kawamba. I didn't think Kawamba was going to come out looking as slick as he did. He came out throwing his fast strikes, was 1-2s. He was on point tonight. He looked absolutely amazing. He came out in that second round, touching up Romero, and he ends up landing that beautiful knee, and the fight was done after that. And that was just great performance by Kawamba. He impressed me in that one. Then next fight of the night, Jacqueline Amorim versus Polyana Viana. Obviously, I went Jacqueline Amorim. She just immediately, first round, she came out, landed the first takedown in the first, 7 seconds of the fight. She was just holding Viana on the ground pretty much the whole time. Then, second round, she ends up sickening the submission. Beautiful, beautiful win by Jacqueline Amorim. Viana didn't have nothing. That rear naked choke, she had her in that. She was done. Next fight, we had my man Malcolm Wellmaker versus Cameron Saaiman. Malcolm Wellmaker, this kid, I think this kid could be the next champ. I like this kid's style. He looks great. And this kid's still working full-time. This kid's still got a full-time job. He's a welder. I'm pretty sure he's like a pipe fitter or something. So he's putting in full hours. He's working full-time, and then he's making his way to the gym every single day after his long day of work. And I think when this kid starts fighting full-time, he starts doing all his training full-time, quits his job, this kid, you're going to see he's going to get even better than what he is right now. I see a ton of potential with this kid, Malcolm Wellmaker. He's looking beautiful. His style's great. He's got good power. And I think when they tune him up even more, he's not even reached his full potential yet. When he starts fighting full-time, this kid is going to be something dangerous. And I could see him definitely breaking into that top 10. And I see him even putting up with the guys in the top of the division eventually, and I could see him becoming the champ. This kid's style is great. I like him a lot. Then next fight of the night, we had Damon Blackshear versus Alan Tangali. And I didn't expect Blackshear to get the decision win. I thought he was going to be able to sub Alan Tangali in this one. But Alan Tangali was tough. He was able to compete with Blackshear. Blackshear was pretty much beating him up, but first round, it was pretty much one-sided. Blackshear was kind of just staying on the outside, touching up Alan Tangali. Alan Tangali really couldn't do much to him. It was just kind of a beating for Blackshear. He just got it done easy. He won the unanimous decision. Great performance. Then we had Gutierrez versus John Castaneda, and I had Chris Gutierrez in this one. I pretty much saw the fight going exactly how it did. Gutierrez was able to touch up Castaneda, and he ended up dropping him at one point. I'm pretty sure it was the second round, if I'm not mistaken. Might have been the end of the first, maybe. But besides the point, Castaneda didn't really, he wasn't able to do much. He didn't really look like he was there to fight. He kind of looked out of it the whole time. I wasn't that impressed with him. He did all right in the last, not even. I don't know. That one judge who gave it to Castaneda, I don't know what he was watching. Chris Gutierrez definitely won round 1 and 3. Castaneda, maybe somehow you could have gave him that second round, but I thought Chris Gutierrez beat him up. I thought he had the unanimous decision win, but he got the split. Next fight of the night, we had Evan Elder versus Gage Young. Gage Young had taken the fight on short notice. These two were former training partners, is what I heard from the broadcast. I didn't know that coming in. I thought this fight, same way. It went exactly how I thought it was going to go. Evan Elder got the decision win. He just kind of Was able to put the pace on Gage Young. He was touching him with some decent shots. Nothing too crazy happened in this fight. It was just Evan Elder, unanimous decision. He kind of just won every round with relative ease, I would say. But next fight of the night, we had Matt Schnell versus Jimmy Crackhead Flick. Jimmy Flick, I was nervous. I had Schnell to win this fight, and I thought I had him winning by unanimous decision. But Jimmy Flick, that first round when he came out, and he takes down Matt Schnell, I got nervous. I'm not going to lie. I might have pooped in my pants a little bit. I was like, God damn, is this motherfucker really about to get the win and just grind out Matt Schnell? I was worried that he might end up getting the submission after that first round, but Matt Schnell was able to recover from that first round control where he was just held on the ground the whole time, and Matt Schnell was able to take control of the fight. He won the second and third round. Good performance by Matt Schnell. Not that good, honestly. It was pretty mid performance. Matt Schnell, I was disappointed. I didn't even think he should have been getting controlled like that in the first round. But he ended up winning the fight. I was happy, but not a great fight. Kind of underwhelming fight, kind of boring, but not bad. Then next fight of the night, we had Ikram Aliskerov versus Andre Muniz, and this fight again went exactly how I thought it was going to go. Aliskerov to get the KO. He ends up knocking out Muniz with it was like a little left hook. It didn't even look like a big shot. Fucking Muniz is on his shaky legs. He was doing the Watutsi in there. He gets hit with that shot. He crumbles. Aliskerov pounded him out. That was the end of that one. Aliskerov at the beginning, he came out looking it was pretty much just a point fight. No one was really landing too big of shots. It was kind of just back and forth, little light punches. Aliskerov was getting the better of him. And then at the end of the first round, he ends up landing that nice little left hook and puts Muniz on his ass, and that was it. Next fight, we had Randy Brown versus Nicholas Dalby. And again, Randy Brown, I had him to get the KO over Dalby. I thought Randy Brown was going to be able to piece up Dalby on the feet, but holy hell, when Randy Brown got dropped, I got nervous. This fight, it started getting a little sloppy in that second round. Randy Brown, I would say he won the first round, but it was still close because Nicholas Dalby was able to get him dropped. He ended up hitting him with a nice right hand, dropped him. But Randy Brown crushed his nose in that first round. Did you see that? Did you see Dalby's nose in that first round? It was plastered on the other side of his face. And then second round came out. Both of them were just throwing shots in the middle of the ring. They were going at it. And then Randy Brown ends up landing, what was it? A right hand. He ends up landing a beautiful shot. And then Dalby just got face planted. He went on his face down, ass up. He looked like he was ready to receive after that shot. And then Randy Brown got the win. Beautiful performance by Randy Brown. Next fight, we had Michel Pereira versus Abus Magomedov, and I had Abus Magomedov winning this fight. I went with a crazy call. I thought he was going to be able to finish him in the third round, but he ended up getting the decision win, which is better off if you just played the money line bet. But my dumbass somehow listened to my sick thoughts in my head. I ended up playing Abus Magomedov to get the third round in one of my parlays, but hey, I still had him money line in a different parlay. It still hit. Abus Magomedov, it was a pretty decent performance by him. Him and Michel Pereira both. Oh my God, these two are something else. These guys are mid as shit. These guys are mid. Let's be honest. Are these guys any big great? No. These guys are nothing special. Either of them. Both very, very boring. These two, they come out, they getting gassed by the second round. By the third round, both of these guys are so fucking tired. Abus Magomedov ended up, he hurt Michel Pereira in the third round, but he couldn't even capitalize on it because he's so gassed out. I don't know what these guys' conditioning protocol is, but both of them got to work on it. Both of these guys get gassed out too easily, but Abus Magomedov got the win, and I was happy about that. Next fight of the night, we had Giga Chikadze versus David Onama, and I had David Onama to win this one, and I thought David Onama was going to be able to catch Giga Chikadze, and I thought he was going to be able to put him on his ass, but he wasn't able to. Giga Chikadze was in that fight for sure. He actually looked very good. It was really close, in my opinion, going into that decision. Giga Chikadze, he was landing some great fast kicks. He was throwing that rear kick, beautiful roundhouses. but David Onama was able to sit in there. I would have scored this fight 2-1 Onama. It was really close, but round one, Giga Chikadze kind of just had his way with Onama. Onama was getting hit with shots. Round two, Onama started getting his flow, and then he started holding, he started grappling, and especially that third round, he landed like that. They both came in, they kind of clashed heads, and then Onama was able to get him on the ground and just control him pretty much the whole round. Decent performance by Onama. I wasn't too impressed, but he got the win, so I was happy with that. Next fight of the night, we had the very sad performance, the go-out fight for Anthony Smith. This was depressing to watch. Anthony Smith versus Zhang Mingyang. I had Zhang Mingyang to win this fight, and I thought he was going to do exactly what he did. I thought he was going to KO Anthony Smith, and he did, and it was just sad. I was watching Anthony Smith, and I was just getting depressed watching. He's beat up. He's bleeding all over the place. Gut is blushing on the floor. They played that montage at the end. Beautiful way to go out. They really put in a lot of work to that montage. Probably one of the better montages that I've seen in the UFC. But man, Anthony Smith, he had nothing left. I'm glad he retired. He needed to. He's got to go. He can go be a nice. He'll be a father now. He can spend more time with his children. But man, Zhang Mingyang came out, put the fucking pace on him, dude. He was hitting him with those fucking. He was hitting him with the elbows, coming like this, that fucking Chinese style. Holy shit, man. Zhang Mingyang absolutely beat up Anthony Smith. Beautiful performance by him. And then we had the main event. We had Ian Machado Gary versus Carlos Prates. And this was one of the ones I got wrong. I went Prates to win this fight. And I'll be honest with you guys. I think I might, I might have fell into the hype a little bit with Prates. He didn't look too great. I scored this fight 4-1 for Gary. Prates won that last round. And even when he had him in that last round, he had him hurt. He's fucking staring at him. He's staring at him. He's not hitting him. He's not doing much. And I was like, I'm fucking screaming at the TV. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing, dude? He was like too fucking relaxed in there when he's losing every damn round. But Carlos Prates did not look impressive. Ian Gary, beautiful performance by him. He just outclassed Carlos Prates in this one. Ian Gary was able to just outpace him, touch him up on the feet, beat him up. And he just pretty much beat him up for 4 whole rounds. And then that 5th round, Carlos Prates ended up getting Ian Gary on his back. And he was able to land those big hammer fists. And Ian Machado Gary was definitely hurt from those. Carlos Prates just didn't capitalize on it at all. He was just too relaxed. He was staring at him when he had him on the ground. I don't know what he did. At one point, he gets up. He gets off of him. There's 30 seconds left. He gets off of him. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have that dog. That Nightmare nickname might be a fraud. But congrats to Ian Machado Gary. He looked great in this fight. He just pretty much put a masterclass on Carlos Prates. He showed there's levels to this. And he showed a different level when he went up against Prates. But that was a good card. I really like this card. A lot of fun little fights. But I'm most impressed, honestly, with my man Malcolm Wellmaker. This kid, I see this kid going far. I think he's gonna be a top fighter very soon. Especially if he starts fighting full time, he starts training full time. We're gonna see a lot of big things coming from this kid. I don't know. I'm seeing something big for this kid. He's got a good style. He knows how to fight. I know Simon, he's not like some great fighter, so you're like, oh, he didn't even fight someone that good. But I'm telling you guys right now, when this kid starts training full-time, he's going to be something else. And I can see him really doing very well in this sport. I see him sticking around a long time. But that's pretty much it for this video. Great card. I was happy with it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What'd you think about this card? But that's it for this one. I'm going to be covering UFC, and I'm going to be dropping my predictions for that on Monday. And then PFL, I'm covering it tomorrow. I'm going to be dropping my predictions for that. Make sure you guys stay tuned for all that. And if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.